Welcome collectives. My name is Ora-gen and this is the Ora-gen channel. I want to welcome you back for another read. Whatever time of day that you found this video, I am so grateful that you are here. Okay guys, so today's read is a featured download. So we're going to be talking about a message coming through for the collective. We're also going to pull some cards on this. Absolutely, if you have tea, coffee, water, whatever it is that you are sipping on that feels good for your throat, go on ahead and grab that and join me here, and we can take a moment and just get into the energy and see what is happening for the collective. Okay, so first off, just to share a little bit about the downloaded messages that were coming through for the collective. So there was a message coming in, and it was centered around a song, something that I actually haven't heard in a very long time. And it was the song Stand by REM. So if any of you are like, remember REM, I think it was a group that was really popular during like, I want to say early 2000s, late 90s. But this song in particular, it's kind of an upbeat song, but the messaging had to do with the lyric, stand in the place where you live, now face north, think about direction, wonder why you have it. And that just kind of kept playing over and over and over again. And I think the melody of the song was something like, stand in the place where you live, now face north, think about direction, wonder why you have it now. That was kind of like, you know, the melody of the song, if that helps you to remember this particular song. So it was a really good song, as a matter of fact. It's really upbeat, it's a fun kind of song. And I was wondering why this chorus just kind of kept playing over and over again with the download. And something about the lyric, your feet are going to be on the ground, your head is there to move you around. So it was something coming through in the energy about like spatial awareness, or something having to do with our energy and how it affects the space around us. So this message might be related to someone who lives in like a northern region or in the northern hemisphere of the US or elsewhere or up north. Maybe this is someone that is being encouraged to stand their ground, or stand their ground on something of great importance. So there's something really important happening where this person really needs to stand in themselves. And I thought about that part of the lyric, you know, think about direction, wonder why you haven't. So there might be something here that the person is energetically being guided to or directed to that they haven't thought about in the past, that they really need to consider now. Another aspect of this energy coming up is something about your being here and standing, and how that affects the energy and spaces around you no matter where you go. So your auric field like is shifting energy around it. So to kind of give you a visualization, there's something here going on with, you know, depending on where you're moving spatially, your auric field, which moves throughout your body and around your body, is like moving and shifting energies as you move around in 3D space. Your auric field is having an effect on the energies in those spatial regions or in those spaces. And this could have something to do with like an understanding of like how you are, the importance of you being in a higher vibrational state and how your frequencies around your body are resonating, why it's important that those are at an elevated level, because you're actually, whomever this message resonates with, you are actually an individual that is affecting spaces around you energetically. Like just you being present, just you entering this space is affecting spaces around you. So that's super powerful, because part of your gifts and abilities, for whomever this is resonating with, is just being present. You don't have to be saying something in particular, doing something in particular. You just need to be present, and energies are shifting and changing. And just a side note on that, there are others around who may have abilities that they're not tapped into, may be energetically aware, or may be completely unaware of energy-based, thought processes, but they're still noticing something about that energy. When you walk into a space, they are picking up and noticing that the energy is shifting and changing. So you might be noticing when you're moving around, facing different directions, spatially repositioning yourself, that others are reacting or responding to that. Maybe they're looking at you, or you're walking through a space and people are just busy doing other things, and then you'll notice like 3 or 4 people just stop what they're doing and stare at you, or something like that. Whomever this message is resonating with, there's something in the energy about the way you're affecting the space, and that others are picking up on this and maybe having a response. It's kind of giving me the imagery of like the movie Inception, where I forget the actor's name, that goes into somebody's dream state, into their subconscious, and they're moving around, and the characters in the subconscious that are, basically symbolic of people sitting in a space or a spatial region. And in this case, it was a bar. When the conversation got weird and those projections inside of that subconscious setting started to recognize that something was off, they started like looking around and noticing something was off. So they started to look for the anomaly that was causing it. And that's really the energy that this is giving me. Like, you guys' energy is disruptive to the standardized 3D matrix field. It's an anomaly. It's disruptive to those standardized programs. Yes, confirmation. So when you guys are in space and moving around somewhere, others are picking up, wait, what is that? What am I picking up? And they start looking for it. And then when they see you, they like lock in on you, because they can tell that's where the distortion in the energy field is coming from. And that's not a negative thing, but it just goes to show how powerful energy is, because it's an unspoken language. It is a connection. It is a force field that we are all in tuned to, or attuned to. Whether we are cognitively aware of it or not, we sense certain energies. If you're a person that says, Ora-gen, you sound like a kook. Okay. If you're a person that, hears this message and this isn't really resonating with you, it's not your message, but you're just listening and you're saying, well, how can that be? Examples of energy having an effect without us being cognitive of it, or proof that it's there, would be like instances where maybe you're thinking about someone a lot and then they call, or somebody's on your mind and then you call them and you find out they were going through something, or maybe a family member or close friend needs your help and they were thinking about you, and all of a sudden you have a strong feeling to call them. It could be that you're walking into a store or a public area where other people are, and your attention is just drawn to a person, you don't know why, and they're not even facing your direction, but for some reason they turn around and look at you too. These are examples of people being not connected, so to speak, but like the energy field that we are all rested in, how that energy field is connected. And so when we send out signaling, messaging through our emotional response system, our higher self, our subconscious, whatever, those messages are moving around and affecting that energy field that everything is rested in and connecting with. And so yes, other people can pick up on that messaging. Other people can pick up on that signaling. So we see examples of this not only in these areas, but also in nature as well. So definitely, if you, don't take my word for it, do some research on it for yourself, and, look up things about the energy field and how things are connected, so you can understand more about what this reading is about. But for those of you who resonate with this, that's really what the download is centered in. There was also something here about not thinking about matters from a 3D perspective. And that related to the lyric, Your feet are going to be on the ground. Your head is there to move you around. So when we just think about that surface level, we're like, yeah, that's obvious. But if you think deeper about maybe even what the artist was saying about this thought here, your feet are there to take direction from your head. Your feet are going to be on the ground. They're going to be there. That's where they go. But it's your head that moves you around. It sends directions and signaling to your body to tell the different limbs and aspects of your body what to do, or the thought about where you want to go, and then your feet take you there. So even though we might, simplify, minimize, look at things in a very flat, way of looking at things, we can miss the deeper point of something. We can miss, it can go over our head, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you're being encouraged, whomever this message is resonating with, not to think about matters from a 3D perspective, but rather look at things in a more spatial, energetic manner when making decisions. And this is huge. We have the 8-8 portal coming up at the time that this video was created. Okay? And the message came through even before that. This is a download. It's taking me like a day, maybe like 24 to 48 hours to get to. So at this point, we have the August 8th or the 8-8 portal coming up. And so that's the Lionsgate portal, I believe. So there's something in the energy about this particular portal, about decisions and choices, maybe old choices that you've looked at before coming back around to give you another chance to see how you will just choose, how you will decide, how you will view those choices in relation to your journey, your path here at this time, in this timeline. So a lot of strong energy, because the last upload was talking about astral travel. So there's a lot of energy here about timelines, decisions, choices, what timelines you are moving into based upon the decisions that you make. And this is another really important point, guys, is that because we have agency and free will of choice, nothing is set in stone. So you could be on a certain timeline path and then make some other choices and end up on a different one. So it's super important that you are looking below the surface as you are thinking about decisions that you are making for upcoming opportunities, goals, choices, maybe situations that keep repeating over and over again in your life, that energy keeps coming back and resurfacing, how to move out of that, certain choices that you need to make. So this is super important at this time as well. So that is the opening downloaded message. I know the last couple have been kind of like really esoteric, astrologically deep. So hopefully, whomever is getting a chance to see this message either will be benefited because it's resonating with them, or because this is information that opens a doorway within you to kind of start to, peek through that and understand a little bit more about these areas, if that's something that you are curious about in relation to the work that you are here doing. So maybe this can be like something that gets that energy moving within you. Either way, I'm so grateful you're here for this download. So we have a few decks with us here today. We've got the Angel's Wisdom, we've got the Green Witch's Oracle deck, and Moonology, and these are newer decks here. So once again, I'm excited because we have a bunch of new decks, so I'm just really excited to get into the energy of working with them. All of the decks have been pre-shuffled and charged and are ready to go. And I'll just kind of see which ones I feel like will be most beneficial for the download today. So we're just going to pull a few cards and see how this energy might be connecting for those who this message, is resonating with today. I hope whatever day you are finding this video that you are having a most excellent day. I hope your day is going well. I hope your week has gone well. It is Sunday, the day that this is recorded. But I do hope that, and today is the 4th, 8-4. So the Lionsgate portal is in about 4 days. at the date that this video is recorded. Maybe the numbers 8, 4 are important to someone. 84, I don't know, something with 8s and 4s. Maybe you're seeing those numbers pop up in your space. I don't know. But whatever it is, I hope that you are getting a chance to do some self-care this week, or being mindful of it and including it into your schedule. So that way you can take some time out for the work that you are here to do, not just doing the work everyone else wants you to do. It's super important. Okay, guys, I am going to ring my meditation bell. So once again, if you have a sound sensitivity, I would ask you to turn your devices down now. All right, just taking the opportunity to take a nice deep exhale. And welcome everybody to the space again. Once again, my name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. Super glad that you are here with me today for this reading. I'm going to be launching off a couple of readings today. I don't know if they're all going to get uploaded, but we're definitely going to work on them. So, all right. We're going to start with Moonology because that's the one I'm being drawn to begin with. We're going to see what's here just for some opening energy for this message here, because it's really giving me the energy of like the previous message that was dealing with like astral travel. It's like the same general energy, but just like touching on a different angle of it. It's like the way that your energy affects spaces, you know, in the 3D, in this timeline, whereas the astral travel one was talking about you traveling to other timelines and other astral spaces and then bringing back a component of that energy with you. So it's really interesting because it's like another take on that energy. I don't know. Very interesting, but we're going to see what's here in the cards. As I mentioned before, all of the cards are pre-shuffled and charged, but I do give them a little shuffle here right on camera, just so that way you guys know, that I know, that you know the cards are shuffled and I am not just pulling out cards, but that you are seeing the energies work, okay? I'm picking up on collective energies when I do these readings. Turn our music up a little bit, right? It was a little louder earlier, but I think this song's kind of quiet. Okay, guys. Gotta have some good background music. I don't know, it's a thing. Okay. We're just gonna go on ahead and take the bottom card as the first one. Yeah, here we go. A new romantic cycle begins. New moon in Libra. That is our starting energy, and we have the Libra scale. So this might be related to someone who is a Libra, or there could be somebody in your energy that is a Libra. And it looks like there's some information coming up here about a potential new romantic cycle. So, you know, we've talked about this, that some of you have new romance coming your way. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon energy. So maybe we have something popping up in the energy, like a new romantic partner or relationship by the next full moon. Maybe by the next full moon cycle. Or maybe if this will occur during a full moon cycle. There's going to be something really balanced about it. I just wanted to point that out. See the scales here for the Libra scales. There's something really balanced about this energy that's coming. Something very majestic or regal too, because there's the purple, which always gives me the feeling of like royalty, and also it's giving me pineal gland and crown chakra energy because of the color as well. So also the darkness of the moon above it suggests that it's something that it's maybe a person that you don't know or did not think was interested in you in that way. So maybe somebody new is getting ready to step forward here in a very in a balanced way, but in a way you didn't expect. It's something like unknown. I'm getting that esoteric energy because the moon is very darkened here. Something new and unknown. Let's see what else we've got. Oh, goodness. Dropping cards, guys. What else do we have for collective here in this message? Nothing is yet set in stone. Mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. Yeah, see, this goes into the energy that I was talking about, which is that, you know, because we have free will and agency, as we make choices about things, we are shifting and changing potential timelines. So this is why I mentioned, like with the 8-8 portal, there's a lot of energy here about decisions that you will be making or decisions that will be coming before you. And how important it is to look below the surface, look beneath the surface. When it comes to making choices and decisions, be discerning about old energies resurfacing, opportunities that maybe, you know, you feel like you missed or you didn't gauge those correctly, and what you've learned from the past choices that you've made. So if those opportunities pop up in some other energetic form, you're aware of it and can really tap in and tune into those, like jump into those opportunities. So nothing yet is set in stone, mutable moon. Okay. But you have this opportunity. Also, too, if things have not been going, you know, the way that you wanted it to with your goals and, you know, things you wanted to do that were in alignment with your soul path. Also, please remember, nothing is set in stone. There's always opportunity to shift those energies and to make new choices here so you can have more of what you want, especially when it comes to this new romantic cycle. If you don't want this, you don't have to take it. Like, the universe isn't going to cram anything down your throat. So if you don't want this, nothing's set in stone. You don't have to take it. For some of you, this might be a person that you dealt with in the past. And for some of you, this is a person you don't know at all. Either way, you're probably not aware based on, you know, the state that the moon is in here. You're probably not aware that they're getting ready to approach, that it's this person. You might be surprised by that. But definitely believe in the impossible. That's a full bright moon. So we went from a very dark moon, a new moon in Libra, with some balanced justice energy coming in, to a very bright, amazing moon. And then the reminder that nothing yet is set in stone. So really nice fluid energy here coming across on the table for whomever this message is resonating with. And we have conclusions. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. See, there's that very beautiful, like, esoteric energy again, because it's eclipse energy. But, you know, we're being reminded, you know, conclusions are within reach. You're getting ready to understand what this energy is coming in for you in relationship. In a romantic relationship, whether it's business, whether it's opportunities with new groups, soul tribe, travel, exploration, understanding more about, you know, what your purpose is here with your soul path, whatever that energy is, information is coming in. And I was talking about this here recently. So it's interesting this is popping up again. I really think the 8-8 portal is going to be bringing some really cool energies that help us to understand more about, like, what's happening presently in our timeline, and, you know, how to move forward, like giving us a little bit more information and clarity on where to place our foot next on that path, right? Which is what a lot of us have been waiting for. Any more messages for the collective here? got a few here. Luck is on your side. Yeah, new moon in Sagittarius. So for some of you, you might be a Sag. Whomever is resonating with this message, totally possible. We have Libra and Sag on the table. But it gives me the energy of, like, once again, Cupid's bow. Especially as it relates to the new romantic energy. Almost like Cupid's bow, or a bow being centered and aimed at a specific target. So those conclusions that you're looking for, you're going to get some really specific targeted information to illuminate the unknown. Right here, guys. The part that you're wondering about, that you're curious about, you're going to be getting that information. That is coming. Wow. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. So we may have a Scorpio in the house here that's resonating with this. Or maybe a Scorpio in your energy. Look at that. Yeah, so for these beautiful things, once again, as I'm constantly mentioning these days, these past few reads, for these beautiful things coming in, you want to make sure that you are releasing negativity, doing the work to heal, helping yourself to step into these new energies that are coming your way, because luck is on your side and all the answers that you've been wanting are here. And then also the purple here, this is giving me crown chakra. So a lot of energy here in relation to like releasing. Also a lot of energy here in relation to like spiritual or energy-based cleaning and clearing work or connecting work. Something needs to happen here through the crown chakra. Releasing negativity, maybe cycling thoughts in the mind about opportunities coming up which are keeping you limited or stuck, and also like some cleaning and clearing work energetically, like being open to universal energies, tapping into your higher self, your higher mind, your guides, your spirit team, whatever that is. Wow. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. We're back to Sag. That's amazing. Yeah, so once again, more illumination, but you really have to look at the bigger picture, just like we talked about with the download. If you are a person who has in the past been looking at things from a more surface perspective, like just kind of like, yeah, that's what that always is, or generally when you look at a topic or a situation, you just look at it as, oh, this is that's a cup of coffee. Whereas another person might look at it and say, well, this is some sort of vessel that is composed of energy that's moving very slowly. So it appears to be solidified. And there is an energy inside of this vessel that the molecules are moving much faster. And so it appears to be like liquid. Looking below the surface and really going deeper and understanding these concepts will help you at this time with this energy coming in. Release negativity and really tap in and understand what's there, so that way you can make the choices that you need to make, the right choices for you during this time period. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sag. Definitely Sag is on the table twice here, so we definitely have some Sagittarius energy in the house. So maybe whomever this message is resonating with, or whomever might be in your energy. We're going to take one more out of the new moon deck here, or the Moonology deck. Might be something there about a new moon. Like by the next new moon, you might start to see some energy shift here with whatever this is coming in for you. Having fun, by the way, guys, and really connecting in a way that feels uplifting is super important. That is coming in very strong. Like I just keep getting downloads on that. It has something to do with the way the energies will shift when you are tapped into them in a more open, curious, fun, intriguing, childlike energy. You're actually opening up something energetically when you're doing that. It's not just for the purposes of having fun, which is important too. There's also something in the energy about the way it affects, you know, your manifestations coming in. You need to be in an open and easy state to allow these manifestations to come in, because they're coming in with shift and change. Okay, last card. Yeah, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. So we may have a Cap in the house. And maybe possibly by the new moon, you might be seeing some results from your efforts, your hard work. And it's not just the physical work you've been doing. It's more so the energy and manifestation work you've been doing and seeing some of those results coming in. So yeah, stick with this, guys. The energy is, really clear here that you're doing the work. The results are here, but there's something here about going beneath the surface. These decisions that you are making and how that plays into the results that you get. Let's read off on the hard work is paying off. Oh, I see. These are busted up by the way the moon is set up here. Okay. Special moon card. Let me see if we have a new moon card here. Yeah, your work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Let's read this one. So this one says, first and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is that you want to achieve. So you're being asked to attune to the moon, make a proper plan, and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card: you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. The teaching. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card in, oops, whoops, let's try that again. Let's see. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline, you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. Yeah, so what's really interesting about the write-up here for this card, somebody's got something coming in before the year is out. That's what this is telling me, for one thing. And for another, it's the same reminder that we were speaking about. You really need to be focused, really focused. It brings to mind the tarot character, I think it's Two of Swords, where she's the woman is sitting there and she's got the covering over her eyes and she's holding the two swords. Like, she's super focused, like really, zero in on the work that you're doing here, because it's paying off. And paying off suggests that it's already in the process of paying off, not you're going to have to wait years for it to pay off. It's already paying off. So whomever this message is resonating with, you're already seeing results from your focus energetically. You're being encouraged to keep going. Before the year is out, you should be seeing some really great payout coming in from whatever you're doing. And that might be financial, that might be more time to do the things you want to do, a change of career. Maybe being around people that are more in alignment with you energetically, studying something or teaching something. Maybe some of you are going to be going into roles as teachers or instructors, or teaching or leading others in something. Whatever it is, like, you're being encouraged to really stick with it. That ambitious energy is really launching you into something amazing. Your hopes, your dreams, your ambitions, your intentions for the year ahead. So stick with that energy, guys. So something coming in for some people before the year is out, which that goes really quickly, honestly. That might seem like a while. You know, when this video is recorded, like I said, the date was 8/4. So that might seem like, oh, that's a long time, but actually it's not. I mean, the years go by pretty quickly, but especially a year. A year, you will look up being busy, doing the work that you're here to do, and you'll look up and, you know, the year is about over. So please do stick with whatever you're doing. I know for some of you, you might be feeling like, you know, something's taking a long time, something is taking forever, but it might just be a timing thing, you know, in you having an opportunity to look at some choices again and really look below the surface and not just kind of glance over things, which will give you a different result, move you into a different timeline. Okay, let's go with the Green Witch's Oracle deck. We're gonna go into this one here and see what we have here. And these are just some, you know, really nice suggestions on how you can tap into this energy. Things that you can do, or things you might need to consider to help you to tap into this energy. Looking below the surface, going deeper, understanding, you know, how to tap in and tune into decision making in a way that benefits you and moves you towards your goals. That's what we're talking about here. Really nice read. Okay, guys, let's see what we got here out of the Green Witch's Oracle deck. Spirit, any messages to help the collective or those who are resonating with this message on how to really apply this energy, or anything you feel they need to know? Let's see what we've got here. Ooh. They love to spin straight to the floor, which is like, it's the hardest place to get them off of. Let's see. Okay. So we have chamomile, gentleness, relaxation, sleep. Are you guys getting enough sleep? Are we doing enough in the self-care area? Maybe some of you even can take chamomile to help yourself to get more rest. Something in this energy about people needing to engage in more rest. Or maybe those who are resonating with this message have noticed that their sleep has been changed. It's different. The way they feel after waking from sleep is different. It could be because you are busy in the astral. While your body is resting, you might be busy doing other work, and you're waking up and kind of low-key, high-key aware of it, even though cognitively you may not be thinking that. It could also be that, you know, you need to get more rest, maybe get to bed earlier. Alter or change your sleep regimen or routine, and make sure that you adapt it. Don't just look at its surface, go deeper. Adapt and make some adjustments here. You need to make some decisions about your sleep. Making sure you get good rest will help you with, as you're like focusing in, bringing in and integrating new energies, and also stepping into new opportunities. Having rest is super important. And then we have the oak tree, power, courage, strength. And we can see that seed at the bottom and what it produced. And you'll notice in this image, the seed is even greater than the tree itself. So there's something here about the work that you're doing and what it will produce and why it's so important. Like, that is super important work that you're doing, because what it's going to produce is like this entire beautiful work. And maybe you can't even see it all yet. You're in this stage doing the manifestation work, you know, tapping in, tuning in, healing, you know, taking the steps that are needed to really accept this divine gift that's coming in for you. But you're being encouraged that that work is most important. That seed is a grand part of what you will produce here. Very nice energy, guys. You guys are just really just tap in and tune in. That's what I'm picking up. Let's go ahead and grab this one here. Yeah, bird, freedom, opportunity. That's what's coming from this work. This is part of what someone who is resonating with this message really wants: more freedom, more time to travel, maybe to engage with different opportunities, to do the things they want to do. It's here. That's what this work you've been doing is creating for you, is more freedom, more opportunity. You are doing it. Don't stop now. Even if you have moments where you feel like, oh, I feel like I've been doing this forever and some things have happened, but you know, not nearly as much as I wanted or whatever. Please try not to allow yourself to fall into cycles of negative speech patterns. Please acknowledge even the small glimmers, like wins and successes, so that way you can stay in a productive energy, because it's already here. And so you'll be throwing yourself off the path by engaging in negative self-talk. It's super important to keep your vibration high at this time. That's why we're being encouraged to play, have fun, be creative, be like a child, you know, really think about the decisions that we're making. Yeah, roots, healthy patterns, early growth. Look, this is what I was just talking about. So your roots are important. What are your roots based in? If they're based in negative self-talk or limiting beliefs, that's the growth pattern you'll have. We're talking about creating and growing something new. Freedom and opportunity don't come from limiting thoughts and beliefs. So if that's there, you're being encouraged to do that healing work. You know, whatever that is for you, or however you need to do it. If you need support doing it, great. Get some support. Start the process. Whether that's counseling, coaching, I don't know, energy work, whatever it is you need to do. But please do that, because what you've been asking for is here, and we don't want to knock ourselves off the pedestal by virtue of our own thoughts, our own beliefs that are limiting. We want to have healthy patterns. So, you know, you're being encouraged to really acknowledge what your patterns are. Like, be honest and authentic with yourself. If you've historically had some patterns that aren't healthy, okay, that's all right. Acknowledging them is the first step to healing. Start to take some steps to bring that into alignment for where you are now. Yeah, fog, obscurity, feeling lost. There might be times in this journey where you're like, I'm not seeing the results I want to see. Am I doing the right thing? Notice how the path through the trees is kind of fogged up. It's not clear. You're not lost, actually. You're just on a new path, for whomever is concerned about that. And that might be a very specific message, but someone might be feeling like, I don't know where to put my foot. I've never done this before. What is this? You're being encouraged to be patient with yourself and with your journey. Every day is a new journey. We've never experienced each day that we're here. Think of it that way. And yet we get up and we do it just fine. It's all about your mindset around something. So someone here needs to make an adjustment in their mindset. This will help you to get out of this belief cycle here that everything is unclear and that you're lost and everything's obscure. Some things are, but light begins to shine on each moment eventually. Whether you look back on it and it's illuminated, or it's illuminated as you're stepping on the path. Either way, illumination and clarity will come. But in the meantime, our thought processes about things is what dictates the way we take our steps, the way we make decisions. I'm going to pull one more out of this deck. One more for the collective. Spring, yeah, rebuilding, awakening, rebirth. This was you guys' card here. You guys are in a new awakening. Whomever is resonating with this energy has had an awakening. For some, maybe 5-6 years ago, and for some, they are just awakening. whatever the case, it is a spring. It is a rebirth for you. And you are getting an opportunity to make decisions and choices to move you down a completely different path where there is joy, happiness, and an opportunity to experience more of the things you want to experience. That is here for you. You are being encouraged to continue to do the work and to be aware and acknowledge when that energy is present and you're having opportunities to make decisions. Don't just glance over them. Really zero in and say, okay, I'm feeling that energy again. What is it that I might, know about the opportunity coming up for me now? Ask questions, ask your guides. If you pray about it. Whatever it is, find ways to step into that energy and dig deeper so you can make sure at the very least I did my due diligence to try and understand what I need to do here. And so these decisions that I'm making are not based off of me like just not paying attention to things or not looking into things fully. I did what I could. I used the tools that I had to make my best decision. And the universe, your spirit team, your guides, they'll take your hand and take you the rest of the way. It's really about seeing, like, are you vested in this energy? Is this something that you really want to work with? Because as I mentioned before, the universe isn't going to push anything on us. The universal response is just a response to our vibration and our energy. So, if our energy just isn't present, it just isn't there, we're not going to see a result from it. It's just what it is. Okay, guys, we're going to pull a couple cards out of the Angel Wisdom Oracle deck, and then we are going to wrap this up here. Okay. Let's see what's here. Yeah, you guys, decisions is the theme of this reading. How you're making your decisions and what are contributing factors to your decision making, either being limited or not well thought out, making some of the same decisions that you made in the past. Whatever the issue is, there's something here in the energy about whomever is resonating with this message, needing to really center in for some of the decisions that are coming your way. And I mean like soon. They might even already be here. Some of you might already be making some of these decisions. So look at this video as a confirmation. Like, did you do due diligence looking into these areas to see like what is right for you and in alignment with what you're here to do? Did you do your due diligence, or did you kind of just glance over that opportunity? Okay, Spirit, last messages for the collective. Anything that can be helpful from the Angel Oracle deck, please. Couple looks like they want to pop out. Oop. Oh, well, there we go. Let's grab these. Beautiful. So we had a few pop out here. Let's start with these. Let's see. Yep, intuition. Look at this. You're being encouraged to tap into your intuition. And this is your Angel Oracle here. I trust my feelings and insights. Your angels are sending signs to help validate your intuitive hunches. I said, take this video as a confirmation. Look at this. It says, the next time intuition alerts you to something, listen closely, realizing that it is your angel guiding you to something great or leading you away from something. What did I say? I said that if you take those first steps to look deeper, okay, and really energetically, go beneath the surface and do your due diligence, I said your spirit team will take your hand and the universe will take your hand and lead you the rest of the way. Here's your confirmation again. For whomever this message resonates with, confirm, 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 okay? I said it 3 times. Serenity. Everything in and around me is in perfect harmony. This is a way you can tap in and see if your decisions are in alignment. If you feel dysregulated and disharmonious, in making a choice, it's not the right one. You really need to be listening to your inner voice and to your spirit team. You are moving into a time of greater inner peace and tranquility. The angels reassure you that peace of mind is within you. You can feel serene even in the midst of great turmoil. You are also being encouraged that if there is turmoil around you, which can happen in these times that we live in this timeline, we have to find that inner island of peace within ourselves. And each being on this planet has it. We have to discover it, and we have to know the path of how to get there. And that might look different for different people. You know, you might be a person who goes outside in nature and sits under a tree and finds that moment. Or maybe it's reading books, or listening to meditation music, or working out, or cleaning your home, or talking with a good friend or family member that's supportive and in good energy. Whatever that process is for you, you need to find that. That is your pathway to the island of peace within you. We're not looking for serenity around us. We're looking for it on the inside. And then focus. I can choose what I want to focus on. Look at this. This is your final card out of the deck, guys. Focus. This is your angel team speaking to you. As you work on your goals, recognize you need to take a step back and really focus on what you are trying to accomplish. Whether you are starting a new goal or already in the midst of one. The angels are urging you to have a good organization and lots of preparation in place. Once again, you take those steps, your spirit team will take you the rest of the way. So that is your reading for today, collective. Like, wow. I mean, overall, somebody has something coming through before the year is out. Many of you do. Many of the collective do. The energies have shifted. The winds have changed. You are being encouraged to tap into your intuition about opportunities and decisions coming up. Some of you are already in the process of it. Take this message as a confirmation. You need to find your inner island of peace. Do not let what is happening around you jar you out of your vibrational space, so that way you can be in a space where you are more likely to receive messaging from your spirit team, guidance, universal guidance, and being able to tap into the energies that let you know like what's in alignment and what's not. And your focus. You really need to take a step back and look at what it is that you are trying to accomplish, making sure that it's in alignment. This has to do with your decision making. 8-8 portal, guys. Let's really meditate on this energy and take some time during the portal to really, write down goals that we have, or to really process this energy in some form, so that way we can bring in some really amazing energies this year. Okay. So once again, I want to thank you so much for being here with me. My name is Ora-gen, and this is the Ora-gen channel. What a lovely read this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whatever time of day you found this message. I'm so grateful that you came and that you are here with me. If this message resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. We are a new channel. We want to get the messages out to as many people as possible. If this was not your message, I want to thank you for staying to the end and offer that you come back regularly, because I am regularly uploading new messages. Other than that, have an amazing rest of your day, week, or weekend, and I look forward to being with you in the next reading. Okay, guys.